Hi there, welcome to your practice. My name is McKenzie Raymond. I'm going to be guiding you through. For our practice today, you'll want a blanket. You can go ahead and fold that and begin our practice seated with the hips propped up, sits bones grounding you down. And then grab some blocks as well if you have them. If you don't have blocks, you can also use books or soup cans. Feel free to get creative. Closing down the eyes, we'll begin in a comfortable seated position. Legs can be crossed at the ankles. And then find your sits bones on the edge of that blanket so that your pelvis is almost tilting forward and your hips are pressing back and down into that blanket. Enjoy a few breaths right where you are with your palms face down on the thighs. Draw the hands together, bringing the side edges of your thumbs to press into your heart. Connect with your heartbeat and an invitation to begin to deepen the breath as you arrive on your mat and in your practice today. Continuing to enjoy a few breaths where you are, I invite you to welcome in our intention for practice, which is an intention of integrity. Really listening into what you need, what your body and mind are guiding you towards today. And a quote by Brené Brown from her book, Rising Strong, says, "Integrity is choosing courage over comfort, choosing what is right over what is fun, fast, or easy, and choosing to practice our values rather than simply professing them." So as you take a few more breaths with those eyes closed and the hands at the heart, checking in with what this intention of integrity means for you. We'll be slowing it down for our practice, and so noticing without any judgment what might be happening in the mind and the body as we slow down. For me, integrity feels like the way that I choose to show up when no one else is around. It's who I am in here. And so as we practice, this is your invitation to connect with your heart, connect with your own truth and your integrity. 3 more breaths right here. Let them be your deepest breaths yet. One more big inhale. As you exhale, let the hands come back to the thighs. We'll flutter open the eyes. Inhale, sweep those arms high. As you exhale, twist to the right. Right hand grounds behind you. Left hand plants onto the right thigh. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, twist a little bit deeper. Breathe into your belly. See if you can melt tension down the left side of the neck and the shoulder. Two more right here. Once you've emptied out, inhale to sweep those arms high again, come through center. Exhale, gently twist to the opposite side. Inhaling to lengthen once you've arrived. And exhaling to twist a little bit deeper. And then bring that breath deep into the belly. Be honest with yourself about where you might be feeling the tension in your physical body. With your next 2 breaths, give permission in the body to release. On your next inhale, fill up and fully exhale. And then once you're empty, inhale, sweep the arms, come back through center. Hands move through the heart. Big inhale once they've arrived. And as you exhale, hinge over the hips. Keep the back nice and flat. Your hands can come to the earth, fingertips down to start. And then slowly walk yourself down. You can plant the hands and stay here. Maybe you'd like to reach for a block and bring the block there for your forehead to rest on. If it's comfortable, close down the eyes and enjoy 2 more breaths. Next, inhale, slowly lift the forehead from where you are. Use the earth to press yourself up. Fingertips to either side of the hips, cross, and find the opposite cross for your legs. Take a big sweep up. And as you exhale, plant the left hand, reach up with the right fingertips. And then as you exhale, bend to the left. Keep reaching from the right fingertips out through the right side of the hip. Next, inhale, fill up. And then exhale to press the earth away and bring the right hand to the earth, left arm reaches. Pause to inhale. And exhale, plant into that right palm. You can bend into the right elbow and ground into the left hip as you reach out through the left fingertips. One more big breath right where you are. Inhale, fill up. Exhale, press yourself back up. Both arms reach. Hands through the heart. Big inhale once you've arrived. Exhale to hinge over the hips. Forward fold. Hands can plant. You can stay here. Crawl yourself forward if it's available to you. Rest the head. You can also create a place for your forehead by stacking the fists. Take 2 more breaths right where you are. And then bring the palms back to plant and use your exhale to press yourself up, shoulders stacked over the hips. Bring the hands back to the thighs. And then as you inhale, reach the heart forward, spread through those sits bones, and kind of drag the hands back on the thighs. And then as you exhale, press the hands down the legs, pull your belly button towards your spine, tuck your chin towards your chest, and find a big rounding here. Inhale to tilt the pelvis again, sliding the hands down the thighs, reaching the heart forward, and the gaze can come up. Exhale, press the heart towards the back of the spine, empty out your air. So we're moving like our cat-cow, but in a seated position, inhaling the heart forward and exhaling back. Let's take 2 more in each direction. Come back to neutral and then switch your legs 1 more time. Come forward on those sits bones. We'll reach forward with the heart and begin to take some big circles all the way around, like you're moving your heart around the four walls of your room, pressing the heart forward on your inhale, over to the left, and then back, and over to the right. And we'll take about 2 more big circles of the spine in this direction. Notice how you're feeling this movement all the way down into the hips. And then as you're ready, we'll rotate our circle. So inhaling chest forward over to the right, and then exhaling to bring the heart towards the back of the spine and over to the left. We'll take about 5 in this direction, or 6 if you took 6 on the other side. Move back to your neutral spine. We'll plant the hands and bring weight into the palms. You can move that blanket roll off to the side for now. And then scoot back so that shoulders are stacked over the wrists, hips over the knees. Go ahead and tuck your toes under. Reach back and spread every single one of your little toes apart. And then either keep those palms planted, or if it's okay for you, come to tented fingertips. Send your weight back into those hips and into the heels. You should feel this big spreading through the bottoms of your feet. And then enjoy a few breaths here. Palms can come onto the thighs. Notice what thoughts might be going through your mind right now. How can you stay in your own integrity in this pose, honoring your capacity, but also finding that edge, not just finding what's easy or fun, but working into those places that feel a little bit uncomfortable. Can you breathe into them? 3 more breaths right here. Slowly bring weight back into the knees, plant those hands, untuck the toes. You can tap out the tops of the feet. Walk those knees together. We'll sit back on the heels for a moment. Reach for your blanket. We'll open it up. Now open mine twice and then begin to roll it, creating a support for yourself. All right, once you have your blanket roll, shift forward back onto the knees, and we'll bring that roll right onto the ankles. Hands plant under the shoulders, and then walk your knees as wide as your mat. From here, begin to send the hips back, spread through those sits bones. And then if you'd like a block or blocks for your head to rest, bring those to the top of your mat. Slowly crawl yourself down, finding your comfortable child's pose with the forehead resting either on the earth or a block, or maybe even stacked palms here if that's comfortable. And see how much you can let the belly release. With every inhale, fill up your belly with so much air that it feels like it could touch the earth. And on your exhales, find a releasing where you feel that belly button naturally pull back towards the spine. Two more breaths. Slowly inhale and draw your gaze up. And then bring your hands back to your mat and use the palms to press yourself halfway up. All right, find that flat back. Inhale, reach that right arm high. Twist from your core. And as you exhale, thread the needle, right ear and right shoulder come down. Okay, if you need more support, you can always bring a blanket under the right shoulder and the right ear. You could even bring a block here if you wanted to support, maybe even 2 blocks if you have them. So it would look something like this. If the earth isn't close to you when you try and come into this pose, maybe the shoulders on one height and the head is on another. And even if you're able to do this pose, it can be really nice to find props for more ease in your practice. So if you want to go deeper, inhale, crawl the left fingertips forward. And if you want to go even farther on your exhale, reach the left hand up towards the sky and then back to your low back or reaching into the right hip crease. And you can always stay in that first pose that I offered. Inhale, left arm reaches and grounds back down under the shoulder. Use your next inhale to press the earth under the left palm and reach that right arm high. Plant the right hand under the shoulder. Inhale, lift the left arm up. Exhale, thread the needle, left ear and shoulder come to the earth or your prop. Notice how this side might be different. Find length here to start in the spine and the left arm. So you can stay right here. If you'd like to go deeper, crawl the right arm towards the top of your mat. And on an exhale, externally rotate. Bend into that right elbow and bring the hand to the low back or tucking into the left hip crease. Enjoy a few more breaths right where you are. Breathe into everything that you're experiencing here. One more full breath. And then use your inhale to reach the right arm high, planting the hand back down under the shoulder. Use your inhale to sweep the left arm all the way up. Both hands come back through center. Get rid of those blocks. And then slowly shift the hips away from the heels. We'll walk those knees back in. Let's get rid of the blanket roll and shift those hips to one side. We'll let the feet come in front. And then lengthen those legs nice and long and just shake them out for a moment. We'll bend back into the knees, planting the feet on the earth. Walk the feet as wide as your mat. Enjoy a couple windshield wipers, sending your gaze in the opposite direction of the legs. Walk those feet back together. Reach back for your blanket roll. Bring your blanket roll on top of the ankles. Let's reach for the blocks as well. Blocks can come under the thighs. And then we'll create a little nest by tucking the blanket roll behind the ankles. Let the soles of the feet come together. And then knees splay outward. Reach between the legs to pull on the tails of the blanket. And then let the block support your thighs. Let's take a big sweep up with the arms. Exhale, hands through heart center. Big inhale once you've arrived. Close down the eyes if it's comfortable for you. Let's bring the side edges of the thumbs up to the third eye, the space between the brows, and give yourself a little massage here. As you exhale, hinge over the hips, lead with the heart. Let the third eye face forward, and then as you're ready, find a rounding through the back. Release the hands to the mat, and you can stay right where you are as the body invites you. Move deeper, maybe moving onto the elbows. If it's comfortable for you, you can relax the forehead and the third eye towards your toes. 2 more big breaths right where you are. Use your inhale to slowly begin to peel yourself up, pressing the earth away with the fingertips. And remove the blocks. Assist the thighs back together using the hands. Remove your blanket roll. Let's come back to find a couple windshield wipers with the feet nice and wide. If it's comfortable in your body, you can bring the knees to rest in on one another. Walk those feet back together. Scoot forward towards the top of your mat. You can keep your blanket roll there for our final Shavasana pose. Reach those arms long, and as you exhale, slowly roll one vertebra at a time. Once you've arrived, walk your feet in nice and close to the sits bones, so close so that your fingers can touch your heel. Then bring the palms face up. With your next inhale, squeeze the glutes and lift the hips. Exhale, melt every vertebra down. Give yourself a giant hug. Inhale, squeeze everything into a little ball. As you exhale, let the head release. Keep the knees drawing into the chest. And then find some gentle rocking from right to left. Inhale, draw the knees towards the armpits. If it's comfortable, you can continue to rock. And then from here, reach the bottoms of the feet towards the sky, and you can either hold on your thighs or on your ankles, or if you have the space, reaching for the outer edges of the feet. And then if you'd like to take this stretch even deeper, the next time you rock to the right, bend your left knee in, and then reach out through the right foot so that you're pressing the right hand away. Inhale to roll through center, bending into the right knee. Exhale, press out through the left leg. And we'll just find a little rocking here, back and forth. If your hand's not on your bottom of your foot, you can also find this with the hands on the calves. Draw the soles of the feet together. Use your elbows to press into the legs away from yourself. And then give yourself another big hug, and I want you to check in. Relax the head down, and an invitation to finish out our practice with one final pose that you need. This could be a figure 4, or maybe a reclined twist, or a reclined supine butterfly pose, Supta Baddha Konasana, whatever you need here. I'll give you a few breaths to move into that space, and feel free to pause the video too. If you are taking a twist, obviously take it to both sides and use your breath so that you feel nice and even. And then as you're ready, we'll all hug the knees in and take one final squeeze. Get as small as you can. And then use your exhale to release into your final Shavasana pose. I'll recommend bringing that blanket roll under the knees. Arms can relax at your sides, or left hand on the heart, right on the belly. Stay where you are. Allow everything to surrender. Relax the crown of your head. Soften every single hair. Relax your scalp. Scrunch up your forehead, and then on your exhale, let the wrinkles release. Soften your temples and your brow. Relax your third eye, the space between your brows. Soften the close of your eyes. Relax the space behind your eyelids. Soften your cheeks. Relax your jaw. Let your tongue rest. Separate your lips slightly. Let your ears relax. Soften the neck and the throat. Move into the chest and the tops of the shoulders. Soften the backside of your heart into the earth. Travel down the arms, softening any remaining tension there. Soften your palms. Relax every knuckle in your fingers. Release tension and pain in the heart. Soften the rib cage and the space in between each rib bone. Travel down the spine, releasing and relaxing as you go. Let the belly feel soft. Let the hips and the low back relax. Make your way into the legs. Give permission for every fiber and cell to release and soften. Imagine remaining tension moving out of your body through the toes and the bottoms of the feet. And with your next few breaths, imagine and feel into what it might feel like to find integrity with all parts of yourself, with your physical body, with your emotional body, with your mental body, and with your spiritual body. What does integrity mean for you? As you're ready, begin to deepen the breath, wiggling the toes and the fingers. Enjoy a full body stretch as you're ready. Bend into the knees, plant the feet, slowly roll onto whichever side you prefer, coming into a little fetal position once you've arrived. Resting your ear on your elbow and taking a moment here to feel held. Use your hands to press yourself up, Coming back to your comfortable seat with the eyes closed, we'll draw the hands to the heart. And as you sit up nice and tall, feel the crown of your head reaching towards the sky and your sits bones grounding you into the earth. Find some big gratitude. Thank yourself for showing up in your own way, in your integrity, and in your truth. Draw your chin towards your chest. Feel it. An invitation to carry this intention of integrity with you off of your mat and out of your practice today. Floating the hands up to the third eye, the light in me honors the light in each and every one of you. Namaste.